Hey, it's Mr. Bass. What's more fun than getting a new kayak? I can't think anything funner than getting a new kayak. Well, catching fish, that's funner. But yeah, I've got the new Crescent Smallie. Here she is. The Crescent Smallie. I think this color is called Timber, and I think it's one of the coolest colors ever. It's like an orange camo color. It looks awesome. Let's get this thing unloaded. The 10-foot shoalie. That's basically what the Smallie is. A 10-foot shoalie. And I've got the complete breakdown for you. Everything that I've got rigged on this, it is rigged and ready for fishing. And I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to share with you what every little item costs. So as we're going through, you'll see what each piece actually cost me. And wait till the end, and at the end, you will see the final tally of what this bad boy costs. And I hope you enjoy it. I've got her rigged up and ready to roll. And I'm pretty excited about it, pretty pumped up about it. And I'm going to completely walk through this thing with you. It's about 10.5 feet long. And I will put the rest of the dimensions in, but it's a great little boat. It's kind of been described as the throw and go boat from Crescent that you can motorize. And of course I have motorized it, which then means it's no longer throw and go once you put all of this stuff on here. So how much does the Smallie cost? Retail price is $13.99. $1 under $1,400. Crescent has always been very competitively priced on the market. Everything that they make is 100% American made, top quality components, and they do not skimp on quality for sure. And so I've always thought that their prices were very reasonable. And even with the tariffs right now, $13.99 is the going price. Don't know how long it'll stay that way, but that's what it is today. So let's just start up here at the bow. I have an anchor wizard, and this is the compact anchor wizard, and I have installed it right here in the cup holder location, and it will fit there. You have to kind of cut around the base and modify it quite a bit, but it will fit in there. Hopefully that's the best spot for it. I don't know. I'm not going to have a power pole anchor on this, because I'm mostly just going to be river fishing. And for river fishing, I really like having a real anchor that I can just drop and pull up. And I like it at the front because a lot of times I'm pointed into the current, and this will keep me pointed the direction that I want. Now my little anchor I really love. This is the Bomb anchor. It's a 6-pound anchor, and you can get them in any kind of color you want. I got green, I guess, just it's easy to see. These things are pricey though. $44.95 I believe is what that little Bomb anchor costs. For my nav light, I have the Guardian Angel battery operated nav lights. These batteries last forever, and they're controlled by a little remote control, which is pretty cool. This little bad boy, just push the old GA, and I got my green and my red, although I think that might be backwards. If it is, no big deal. You just turn it around to the correct color. And then, as you can see up top, at the top of my Guardian flag, there's the other light. These are pricey as well. I put the price, I can't remember. You can buy this flag kit separate from Guardian, which I did, and I'll put the price for that as well. So far, I'm liking this. You don't need any wires or cables. You just hook it up. Now, one thing you'll notice is my flag is not straight. What's up with that? Well, the gear track that's installed in the little Smallie here is tapered in. The shape of the boat is tapered in, so everything on these gear tracks bends in this way. So that's why I don't have a perfectly straight flag. I really don't think it's going to be a problem. If it is, I will install it somewhere else. So that's my nav lights solved. I really like these Yak Attack stainless steel eyes, especially for running cables through. So I have my anchor cable through that. I also use it for my motor as well. And on all my kayaks, you'll see I use a lot of these. I think they're the best option, really. For my paddle solution, I got the Yak Attack double header. I've always liked the double header. They have these built-in bungees. They also have these on the Sholey. I don't really care for them. They work in a pinch, but they're really kind of a pain. And I've got all kinds of stuff in the way anyway, so I'm going to put the paddle here. Hopefully that works. I haven't taken it on the water yet, so I'm not sure how well that's going to go. Now, one thing that I have that's different, that does not come standard, are my pedals for my steering. Now, the boat does come with plastic pedals and plastic rails, and I upgraded. These are from Bonafide. I actually took these off of my Bonafide XTR 130 because I upgraded the pedals on that boat as well. This is still a great option for pedal steering. This is called the Bonafide dual action foot brace set. The foot brace set really is just the pedals themselves with this soft pad on there. They cost $39.99, so 40 bucks for the pedals, set of pedals. And then the rails themselves also cost $39.99. So you're spending 80 bucks if you want to upgrade to these pedals. But I like this system here where you can wrap up spare cordage, and that's really important. At times you really need to adjust the length of your cordage, so I think this is a great upgrade. And of course I have the 26-inch catch board. This is the carbonate board, basically plastic, and I really like it. It's one of my favorites. And then I have a Rogue Fishing lanyard with just a plain old carabiner that I've attached to my seat. All right, this little piece of track is also by Yak Attack, and I installed it using rivets. I do like rivets when I can use them. I think they're a little more waterproof because you can put your goop in there, your waterproof silicone, and it works great because my throttle, there's no place to put a throttle on this thing. And this is something to keep in mind with the Smallie. Just for throw and go paddling, no big deal. But if you want to have motors and you want to have access to fish finders and things like this, the track, see the seat where you're sitting, the track is a full seat. That's another seat length away until you get to any real track, which is a piece of track here, a piece of track there. I can't, the throttle, you know how far I'd have to reach over to get to the throttle? That's not going to work there. And same really with my fish finder. That would not be as big a problem putting it there, but I wanted everything closer. That's why I installed this gear track here, and now my throttle is in the perfect location in my opinion. I have the Yak Attack Black Pack Pro with the Yak Attack Short Stack. I think they call it the upgrade kit. This is Battleship Gray. I think that's a really cool color. It only comes with 3 rod holders, so I bought a couple of extra rod holders. Also, to attach this to the boat, I use these straps. These are New Canoe straps. They're Gear Track Black Pack. I think they're called the New Canoe Black Pack strap. I really love these. It's a very simple, easy way to attach your Black Pack Pro to the boat, and then if you want to take it out, bam, you just do that on either side and you're good to go. One thing to remember about this tank well, This is the 13 by 13. You're not going to get much bigger than that in here. You probably could get the 13 by 16, but the 13 wide is about as far as you can go. And then you might could go 16 this direction. As you see, my rod tubes are on the front and back, which normally that's the way I like it anyway, but there's not really room to put rod tubes on either side, even of the smallest size Blackpack Pro, the 13-inch. So just to keep in mind, that's what you're dealing with there. Now we get to the creme de la creme, the Newport NK 180 Pro kayak trolling motor. This thing is awesome. I absolutely love it. The NK 180 Pro, the NK 300, the Newport vessels kayak motors are top quality. I own 4 of these things. They're fantastic. They do everything that any other competitor's motor does, and in my opinion, they do it better, and they do it for less money. So I am a Newport fanboy all the way. I'm going to keep buying their products. I don't see any reason to change. And of course, I bought this kayak from Eco Fishing Shop in Missouri. They are great, a great company. These built-in stainless steel pad eyes are nice because I can run my retraction cable. This is my reverse cable for my motor. And then this, of course, is my deploy cable to raise and lower the motor. You can see how easy that does that. And then I installed this little cleat. I've used this same type of cleat on all of my boats for raising and lowering all of my kayak motors. It works like a champ, and I think this thing is only like $5, and it might be for 2 of them. So great price and great little product. Same thing, I just rivet it in place and it will hold that motor up as long as I need it to, and then when I need to drop it down, easy as can be. Love that. I also love my very cool hookup tackle Smallie sticker for the Smallie kayak. This Stockton guy, he makes beautiful, beautiful illustrations of all kinds of fish. I love that Smallie sticker for my Smallie kayak. A great little addition. Now, as far as my wiring goes, the wiring here, harness that you see, this all comes with the kayak. I just got the Yak Attack through hole kit right here, ran the cable inside the boat. It runs all the way inside the hull over to the hatch, and in the front hatch I have my battery. All right, this is a smart lithium battery from Lifetime. It is a 24-volt battery, which is required for the NK 180. 25.6 volts, 50 amp hours. This thing will run this motor all day long. And Lifetime batteries have a good reputation. They are well built, they're safe. They also are smart, so you can use the app to check on your voltages and the battery life and everything that you need to on the battery. And the prices are just phenomenal compared to the big boys. And I love the big boys. Some of those companies are just great, but the reality is the prices are really tough on those big batteries, big company batteries. The Lifetime batteries, for my money, are just great. I also installed this bus 25 amp circuit breaker, but I really didn't do that for overcurrent protection. I did it so that I can turn my power off to my motor. My plan is to just leave the battery in this boat connected to the motor most of the time, and so that I'm not just draining the battery. I wanted to be able to turn it off. So really I'm just using this breaker as an on-off switch, and it works great for that. For my Garmin Transducer, I purchased the Yak Attack Switchblade Transducer arm, and that's really how I'm going to do it. When I don't need it, it's just going to be plopped up like that. When I do need it, I can just put it down. I'm only doing traditional sonar, down scan and side scan. I'm not doing forward-facing sonar, at least not at the moment. In fact, I went with the smallest fish finder I've ever used on a kayak, and I still think this was a great choice. I didn't want a big 10-inch unit or a 12-inch unit getting in my way, and so I went with the smallest unit that I could still have touch control and I could still have side scan and down scan imaging. This is the Garmin EchoMap UHD2 Touch 63SV. That's a mouthful, and it's pricey. $799.99, 800 bucks for this little bad boy plus transducer. But it's only a 6-inch screen, but I really think it'll do me okay. I'll try to turn it on here real quick and so you can see the screen. So my battery for this, I have the battery cable running into my Blackpack Pro, and probably have to go on this side for you to see my battery. I have the FPV power distribution hub and a 12 volt 17.5 amp hour lithium battery, and I can add all kinds of electronics to this distribution hub if I need to. Power for cameras, power for other lighting solutions, power for my phone, whatever I need. This thing can run it all day, plus my fish finders. And it's top quality wiring, so I don't think there's going to be any interference issues as well. And it takes up almost no room at all. So again, another reason why I really like this option. This is the Yak-Attack Rotogrip Phone Holder Pro. Costs $70, but it comes with everything you see here. And it's got a piece of foam there, so if the whole thing went overboard, hopefully your phone wouldn't sink too quickly. And it also has a lanyard that you can attach and put around your phone, and then your phone snaps right in these roto grips. And I really love this thing. I think it's great and really easy to get your phone in and out of there. I also, of course, have to have a kayak cushion. I think I may have mentioned on one of my other videos, I've tried the Yak-Attack cushion and I just don't like it. It's too big, it's too bulky. It doesn't have any built-in straps. For my money, the square kayak cushion is the best. I know it looks like a rectangle. They call it the square kayak cushion. Okay, there she is. We're all done. I really hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. I would love for you to put in the comments what you think of this boat, what you think of this particular setup. What do you think I'm missing? What do you think I should add? I would really love that. And hey, I really appreciate you watching and supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. And I hope this was beneficial for you. So until next time, happy kayak fishing!